Welcome back to Lady Game Conversations, your safe space for real talk, personal growth, and learning how to lean into our femininity fully. Here we stay strong, we stay feminine, but we stay winning. So let's get into it. Okay, let's get into it, ladies, shall we? Can you be successful, fiercely independent, but also attract a male provider? Or is modern independence pushing good men away? Now, some do say that some men are intimidated by successful women. But let's get real. Is that really the truth? Or are we missing something a little deeper here? So stay tuned until the end, because in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how to balance femininity with success without repelling high value men. Stay tuned. So, why is this topic such a debate, right? Like, where's the conflict and where does it lie? I would say that it lies between understanding masculine and feminine energy and how they coexist. I say that because masculine energy and feminine energy, from what I understand, they work in polarity, meaning take a magnet, two magnets, masculine and feminine. When there's just enough masculine and feminine energy in both of these magnets, they will attract beautifully and give you the best balance possible, right? A healthy, happy, joyful balance. When these two energies are out of balance, not enough masculine energy, too much masculine energy in this female, well, it's just going to repel, right? This is where we get the settling for betas, right? Beta males. And this is just the truth. If you are a soft woman, a woman who leans into her feminine energy, it doesn't equate you being less strong, less independent. It's a strength. And you will attract a masculine man who is a provider. But you can't have too much masculine energy because obviously you guys are going to be out of balance energetically. So it is very crucial. It is important that I highlight this. Another thing that creates conflict, right? That becomes now a topic is that most women are taught that independence equates to doing everything alone. And I don't know where we get this from, but that couldn't be further from the truth. It couldn't be further from the truth. That is a hyper independent woman or man, right? It's just hyper independence. When you really truly believe that independence, I don't need you, I don't need a man. Okay, calm down, sis. Yes, you can do it on your own, I'm sure, but aren't you tired? Because I was. My hyper independence was repelling men who wanted to take care of me, not like a little girl or a baby or anything, but a man who understood his role as a man who leaned fully into his masculine energy. And once I stepped into my feminine energy fully, and I'm not all the way there, ladies, I don't want to front like I am, but I'm a work in progress and I feel good every day waking up, leaning into my feminine energy. But when you lean into your feminine energy, remember, you're creating this beautiful space for this man to come in. All this energy, you are going to attract it. Think about the magnets. It's the truth. Two magnets, what you're attracting it. You're going to attract, leaning into your feminine energy is going to attract a masculine man, a good provider. So remember, yes, independence is wonderful, but femininity and leaning into it, like I said before, does not equate to you losing your strength, losing your independence, losing who you are, your essence of success and aspirations and goals and dreams and reaching them. That doesn't take anything away from you. All right. But remember, if we're trying to attract a high value man, we're going to have to learn how to balance the femininity and the independence. All right, ladies, question time. So, how do we feel about this, right? Do you feel that men are intimidated by successful women? Or are they just looking for something different in a wife? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. So let's talk about and get into what gives femininity an edge, right? Because the ultimate goal is attracting that high value man, right? What I can tell you, ladies, is that a masculine man, he completely and totally respects ambition. Why would he not? But he marries peace. He is not getting married to compete with you. Yes, I did. I just spoke a word. He is not getting married to compete with you. The end. He's not. So if that's your goal, to just compete with your husband, honey, just take a seat and look at some other videos, because that's not what this is about. Leaning into our feminine energy doesn't mean we can't be competitive at work, with our girlfriends, okay. But with your man, or with a man you're trying to attract, no, it's not going to happen. You're not going to attract the man you truly want. You're going to end up settling long term for a man you never wanted to begin with. I've heard a million stories about this. So listen, hear me. Okay. Now, examples, right? Let's get into feminine energy versus masculine energy. Okay. Okay. Feminine energy. I can take care of myself, right? I can take care of myself, but I love it when a man can take care of me. I love it when a man can provide for me, right? So that's saying, hey, I can take care of myself. I'm not a child, I'm a grown adult. I may or may not have a job, but I can take care of myself, right? But you want your man to provide for you. Then you have the masculine energy. And that's saying, I don't need a man to do anything for me. I can do it all by myself. Well, clearly, that's a signal to any masculine man that you don't want his help and you don't want his leadership. You don't want to be led, right? You don't want a leader. You can do it. You can be the man and the woman. You've got that under control. You have masculine and feminine energy, but your masculine energy is running the show. So those are two sides of the coin that clearly show what's wrong with society today. You have women who are striving for success, who truly don't believe there are any good men out there. So then they embody what a man is, although they're a woman, right? And I'm talking about heterosexual women at this point, right? Women who want to be in a good relationship with a good man, a high value man, a man worth being with. But they have too much masculine energy because they feel like they have to embody that in all aspects of life, but that just isn't true, right? We need to find a good balance. So remember, to my successful, my fiercely independent ladies, a man does not want to compete with his woman. A high value man, a good, decent, high value man wants to build with her. So, ladies, let's be honest. Has your independence made dating harder or easier? Let me know in the comments. So, the question remains, can women truly have it all? Can you lean fully into your femininity, but still be fiercely independent? And the short answer to that is hell yes. Yes, you can. But here's the secret: high value men, they are not going to compete with you. And high value men are not intimidated by successful women. They just don't want to feel useless in the relationship. They want to lead. So the key here, the key is to lean into your femininity in your personal life, even if you're a boss in your career. My experience with this has been unbelievable. I mean, it's been mind blowing and transformational. In my career, I have been a boss. I have been in finance a good portion of my adult life since 2006. I have 2 degrees. I have a bachelor's and an MBA. And finance has been my love. It's been my bread and butter. And when I met my husband, he was the provider, 100% the provider. He took care of me for the first 2 years. I did not work. I was finishing up my bachelor's degree and he wanted me to focus on school. He was the boss. He was in retail. He ran multiple stores and killed it as a GM. And after years of doing that, we had an unfortunate incident. He lost his employment, and I, in turn, swooped in and took on the role of provider, right? But what I didn't realize is it wasn't really me taking on the role of provider. It was really just helping when he was down. Who the hell wouldn't do that? You help your partner when they're down, right? But what I did is I competed and I used it against him as a weapon. I was awful, okay? And that's just me being fully transparent. I was in no way, shape, or form a good wife. I did not lift that man. I did not raise him up. I was just not good at listening. I wasn't receptive. I wasn't soft. I leaned so much into my masculine energy that I repelled my own husband. I mean, he wasn't attracted to me. He didn't feel like I was being a woman. And oftentimes in our fights, he would say, "You just want to be the man. You just want to be this." And you know what? I did. I did. I got addicted to it. I wanted to be the boss. I wanted to be the boss of my house and I wanted to be the boss at work. Like I just wanted to run it all. I said, because you know what? You aren't doing it. I'm doing it and I'm doing it well. I don't have to worry about where my next meal is coming from now. Like I feel good. I feel in control. I feel very independent. And soon it was, I don't need you. I'm good. You can just stay over there. I've got this. And that almost destroyed my entire relationship. And this is what I do not want for you ladies. Okay, you young women, mature women, women that are older than me, please listen to me. You do have to have a balance, and sometimes you might need to help your husband out. But remember, the ultimate goal should be, first of all, attracting that high value man, but understanding that he wants to build with you. He wants to build with you. Now, I know some women might say, "Oh, well, I don't want to build with him." And I get that, right? In a perfect world, you want to be a princess because you're going to become a queen. You want to meet your king and you want everything to be laid out for you. Well, that's not everybody's story, but you can get there, right? You can get there. And my husband and I are working together and we are getting there and we are doing extremely well. And I feel so much more balanced. And I can see the change and the transformation in my husband and how he responds to me and how me being softer and non-combative, not bringing drama, being his peace has literally transformed my entire family. My daughters feel better. There's not a bunch of fights in the house. It's just not a tumultuous situation anymore. And I can't tell you how good that really feels, ladies. So when I say yes, you can have both, you can definitely have a fierce independence and success, great success. But you have to lean into your feminine energy when you get home and when you are with your husband, because he is the leader. If that's what you're looking for, you have to let him lead. So remember, you can have both, but lean into your feminine energy at home. So remember, sis, success is attractive, absolutely is attractive, but your energy, that feminine energy, matters so much more. See, a man wants to feel like a provider. He doesn't want to feel like just your business partner. So we are at the end of the video, ladies. And now my final question for you is getting back to the initial one. Can a woman still be successful and attract a masculine provider? Or is modern independence really pushing good men away? I really want to hear your thoughts. Let's talk in the comments. Now, don't forget to grab my book, Lady Game, is out now on Amazon and Kindle. And if this content resonated with you, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. All right now, until next time, thank you for watching.